What awaits us beyond the veil of our last breath? Is death merely the end, or is it the beginning of a profound journey through realms unknown? Welcome, curious spirit, as today we unravel the secrets of one of humanity's most captivating texts, the Bardo Thodol, famously called the Tibetan Book of the Dead. But our journey isn't merely into ancient pages, it's into the timeless mystery of existence itself. Picture this: a mystical companion guiding you through the labyrinthine pathways between life and whatever awaits beyond. The Bardo Thodol isn't merely an instruction manual, it's a spiritual map, meticulously charting the moments that unfold after physical existence fades away. But who could pen such profound wisdom? Meet Padmasambhava, legendary, mystical, known affectionately as Guru Rinpoche, or the Precious Teacher. Emerging from the spiritual heartlands of ancient India in the 8th century, Padmasambhava didn't merely teach Buddhism, he reshaped the soul of Tibet. Yet Padmasambhava was more than a monk. He was a yogi who wielded esoteric powers, adept in mystical arts, adept at navigating the invisible worlds. The Bardo Thodol emerged from his extraordinary insights into death, aimed not just at comforting those left behind, but at guiding the departed souls themselves toward liberation. But why was this text necessary? Tibet at the time was immersed in the mysticism of shamanism and the ancient Bon religion, practices steeped in animistic traditions, heavily influenced by spirits and deities. Padmasambhava skillfully integrated these beliefs, weaving tantric practices with local customs to create something uniquely Tibetan. He harnessed esoteric magic and mystical rites, not to defeat, but to unify and pacify the resistant spirits. From this fusion arose Tibet's spiritual cornerstone, the Sami Monastery, a beacon of enlightenment and spiritual strength. The Bardo Thodol was designed not only for the dying, but also for the living, offering a profound perspective on existence itself. Death, according to this teaching, is not an ending, but a sacred doorway opening directly into opportunities for liberation. So, what happens exactly at the moment of death? First, the soul encounters the Chikai Bardo, the Bardo of the clear light. At this precise instant, consciousness separates from its earthly anchor and experiences the dazzling brilliance of the pure primordial clear light, the absolute truth of mind. For the spiritually prepared, recognizing this luminous essence brings instant liberation, an immediate release into nirvana. However, for souls unprepared, the intensity of this pure, boundless radiance becomes overwhelming, frightening even. Rather than finding peace, they retreat into confusion, propelled further into the next phase of the journey. Thus begins the Chonyid Bardo, the realm of visions. Imagine standing face to face with your deepest subconscious. Every fear, every desire, every hidden thought emerging as tangible projections. Here, the mind, freed from physical constraints, confronts the full power of its own creation. At first, serene visions appear, benevolent, enlightened beings who embody compassion, wisdom, and purity. But these angelic manifestations aren't external beings. They are reflections of your own enlightened nature. Tragically, most souls fail to recognize this. Doubting their own inherent purity, they descend further, entering a more unsettling stage. Now terrifying, wrathful entities appear, visions born of suppressed fears, passions, and unresolved attachments. Yet even these visions, frightening as they may seem, are nothing but projections of one's own consciousness. Recognizing this profound truth offers another chance for liberation. But fixation on fear or attachment traps souls deeper in illusion, obscuring their path to freedom. Finally, we reach the third stage, the Sidpa Bardo, or Bardo of rebirth. Here the soul confronts its deepest karmic patterns, drawn by desires and attachments toward a new existence. In this critical moment, visions of rebirth, symbolized by the image of a couple in union, appear, tempting the soul toward a fresh embodiment. Driven by unresolved emotions, most souls rush unconsciously into a new birth, continuing the cycle of samsara. But there remains a final window for liberation. For souls who have recognized the nature of their mind, this is the last chance to choose freedom, to embrace liberation rather than rebirth. The soul's choice is heavily influenced by its accumulated karma, the sum of actions, intentions, and thoughts cultivated throughout life. Driven by fear, attachment, or desire, the soul finds itself irresistibly drawn to situations echoing its unresolved inner conflicts. Yet for the spiritually trained, the Sidpa Bardo offers a final escape route, a chance to break the cycle altogether. This brings us to the heart of Padmasambhava's message. Preparation begins now, in this very life. Through conscious reflection, meditation, and self-awareness, we can dissolve attachments, freeing ourselves from karmic entanglements. Thus, death becomes less about loss and more about liberation. Ultimately, the Tibetan Book of the Dead is not just a guide through death. It's a mirror reflecting our life's deepest truths. It shows us that each moment we live is preparing us for the moment we die. By confronting fears, embracing compassion, and awakening awareness, we don't merely prepare for a peaceful death. We learn how to fully live. As you continue your journey through life, consider this profound wisdom. Are you ready to face your deepest self? Will you be prepared when your final moment arrives? Perhaps by understanding death deeply, we discover how beautifully interconnected death and life truly are. Thank you for embarking on this exploration with me. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep living with mindful courage.